Just going to chat so we can have a look at whatever. We can start to figure out some banter. Next week, maybe once we've got these other two fucking mics, we'll do a proper one.
Yeah, get into the mix of it. I think it depends on what people want to see from this as well. Like, as much as we would like to stimulate some kind of conversation, we'd have to get some input of what people would like to hear from the horse's mouth, the people, the owner of the gym, and then the guy who's helping to steer the ship with you. Yeah, because I think what we don't realise in our position is how much people seek advice from us, whether that is just something in terms of like a general therapy from the day. How's your day been? Life advice. Are you sleeping well? How's stress?
Yeah.
We don't realise we become this like fountain for people, not from an egotistical sense, but just from a sense of people who do want to learn.
Yeah, and you forget how that level of responsibility that you're unaware of to them. Like, imagine you put yourself into a position where you go in and you see that person with absolute authority and mentorship.
Yeah.
I forget that we hold the same thing in here.
Yeah. I put it another way. When I first started my CrossFit training, the one guy I looked up to was the guy who I thought was ahead of me and coached me through my gym. And I would have believed a lot of the things he said, not because he was like I was blinded by him, but he did have this confidence which carried over into respect and education. You know, he spoke well, he came from research-backed background because his coaching world allows him freedom to research subjects which obviously are very conducive to what people in the wellness space all tend to want to learn. How to live a better quality life, ultimately, whether that's performance, health, or lifestyle and relationships.
Lifting or whatever, Yeah, well, I mean, that could be, we'll just ramble, I mean, that definitely could be the topic. I mean, originally, my idea was to have a conversation about how do people navigate workouts, but maybe that, maybe the there's a mix of that mentorship, that leadership thing, them having faith in what you're saying to them, not only about the technical elements to do X, Y, and Z, but them having the confidence in you that when you say try this method to stay calm, that it's like you said before, it's confident, being delivered with confidence, empathy. You've done it before, you've had experience with it. And maybe there's that level of trial and error, but I definitely think that's that's an interesting avenue. Who knows what do the people want, from the level of the coach. How broad does it go? I
think it goes very broad. In the world of longer form duration of content where people are sitting down to watch and listen to a conversation, I'll put it another way. The way the TV crazes of now, your reality TV shows, people don't realise how frustrated they get watching those shows because it's short, aggravating clips of less of a full conversation that you can understand viewpoint versus viewpoint. All you hear is hyperbolic statements that confuse you and frustrate you, whereas people now are understanding you have to give time to understand opinions to allow you to not be persuaded but to form your own opinion, and they have to give it time to flesh out ideas. So that's why think it could take anywhere. And with those conversations, there's kind of no closure to it. Like these people are like, they open these really sort of like kind of like a can of worms, but it never quite gets shut, so everyone's left like, you still didn't answer my question. Exactly.
I still didn't really get what I need out of it. The downfall of the modern culture with short stuff. Long form, being patient. Coaches being patient to listen, to observe. Even now, like you can have a conversation 1-to-1 and listening versus like really listening and being attentive. And those things and taking in before you react. I'm great. Even 30 seconds ago, I was sitting here and I was answering you almost preemptively. Like you got to lay, so stop, listen, observe. And how does that then apply to coaching in the group? Are you, like you said, not necessarily are you observing the group, but are you observing what that person's asking of you in their broader thing? When someone comes in the morning, or if they, they're opening up. They're using us for a different, their mentorship. Maybe on the day it's not about skill. It's about they need us to listen and
life.
And whether it's that they're expecting closure on it or not is kind of up to them. Us observing it, engaging with it, understanding what they are requiring. It's a web. It's a full web.
And especially even as coaching, I find sometimes some people do just want to be heard or even just sympathised with. Did you have a bad day? All right, sorry to hear that, but you know, here for you, or just let me hear what the problem was. And some people aren't always seeking a solution, but they are seeking just to be listened to.
Yeah.
So yeah, like like going back to the start, we do definitely want to educate and help people from the workout sense, but we quickly understand there is context.
Way much. That's right. Yeah. To why they're coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah. To what, like, you know, like, yeah, it's broad and varied, and yeah, cool. All right, let's leave it at that. Sweet.